What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Expert, and today, as y'all can tell by the title, we got a story time on when I first ate cat. Eat cat for the first time. Without further ado, y'all know how I do. Let's get into the video, man. Bow. So look, if y'all go back on my channel, if y'all seen my story time on when I first lost my V card, whatever. Um, it's that same girl. Okay, it's that same girl. Now, jump into it, man. So I was I was 14. It was a nice cold November day. Don't know what date, but I know it was a November day. I'm 14 years old. We had the movie theaters, bro. We had the movie theaters. So give you a little backstory. Before we planned this movie theater, I planned this. I was like, let's go to the movie theater, let's do this, let's do that, and then all this, that, and the third, right? Let's go do everything we gotta do. Uh let's make sure we still in school, make sure your homework done, make sure you don't get in trouble for the week, all that, right? We still in school. 14 years old. So I planned this. She was like, okay, well, what movie do you want to see? I said, it don't matter to me. She said, it don't matter to me either. You pick. So I'll go down the list of all the movies that they were playing that day. And I made sure to pick the longest movie. Because she was talking crazy on the texting on the phone, this and the third. She told me something, I can't wait to see you. Yada yada yada. I can't, I'm gonna do this when I see you. Do that when I see you. Blase, blase, blase. All that cap, right? You know how y'all females get, man, with a cap, man. So she said all that junk. I'm like, all right, whatever. I said, I'm gonna do this at the third. And see, the difference with me is, I say it, I'm doing it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Ask anybody I talk to can vouch. That I used to talk to can vouch. So anyway, fast forward to the movie. It was on a Friday. Fast forward. It's Friday. Homework done. Chilling. I texted, yo, we ready? I had to get dropped to the movie theater. I'm like, yo, you ready? And my uncle dropped me out to this movie theater. I'm like, yo, are you ready? The time, started at 7. Now, the movie was at 2 hours and I believe 50 minutes long. It was somewhere, I think it was 2 hours and 50 minutes, but it was at least 2 hours and 2.5 hours. It was somewhere between 2.5 hours and 2 hours and 50 minutes. I know it's somewhere in that ballpark. Long. It was a sharp movie. I can't think of what was the name of that movie? I think 47 Meters Down, if I'm not mistaken. Some sharp movie, something like that. I'll Google that for me. Google that for me. So anyway, it was some sharp movie anyway. But anyway, that's don't matter. So anyway, we sitting here. I pulled up. She pulled up, and she got dropped off. Now, the catch is, I had to take my brother, bro. I had to take my brother to the movie theater with me. I don't mind. I love my brother. My brother knows I love him. Love him. So, bro, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to my younger brother, little bro. Love you. He knew what I had intentions of doing. What was understood didn't need to be explained. He can't, bro. My brother, that's why I love him so much. He understood the assignment. Like, he did no cop blocking. He sat rolls down by himself. Rolls down by himself. He already knew what type of time I was going to be on. And we went in there. He's like, the girl, she said, hey. He was like, hey. He said, bro, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Y'all go ahead and just back there in the back, up top. That's it. If you don't know, now you know that's the spot. If you taking to go to the movies, my younger fellas, my younger players, up top. If you got up top in the back. All right, so look. He like, yeah, I said, go see that. I'm gonna sit down here then, or whatever, right? And okay, so this was the time. This was the time he brought his friend, our friend technically, to the movie theater. So like, kind of like keep him because we won't be bored. Cause he asked to go, and we were like, yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go. And he came, and then fast forward a little bit. He seen us as a friend. Our friend seen me and the girl kissing or whatever. and he turned around. He was smiling. He turned around, smiling, looking at my brother. Like he said, "Oh, he looked at something like they kiss it, whatever, whatever, whatever. We kiss, whatever, right?" My brother's like, "Come on, man. He's a mind your business, mind your business, mind your business." So me and the girls, I'm like, so we seen they kissing on each other, right? We were doing that. Come on, 14 years old. Hormones are going through the roof. So I'm like, so what's up? So what would you say in the messages? What were you talking about on the phone? Just a stop. Now, what race was she? She was white. Now, before y'all get to judging, I ain't say judging. Before y'all get to comment, man. No, I don't talk to only. I know I only don't talk to white girls. I talk to everybody. Okay. She just happened to be white. Okay. Now, and then I was like, what's up, what's up, this? I put my hand in the pan, started fingering and whatever. Started fingering. Sound like an ocean down there. I said, yes, sir. I said, all right, bet. So I pull up hand there. She was like, she going like this part. Her hormones is real through the roof. So I go down there, right? I go down one day. I'm gonna go down like I just touch the pants to put pants down. I go down there. So this is the Coochie, right? I went down there. I said, look, all right, I said, bet. I keep in mind, I'm harder than a rock. I'm harder than a final exam. Bro, pause. I'm harder than a level 99 game. I go there. I'm sitting there playing around. I said, just to tease a little bit. I said, hold on. I said, hold on. I said, what? I said, man, I was tripping. I said, looked at it again. I said, why it tastes like? I said, why it tastes like that? As I was like, this is going on in my mind. I ain't gonna lie, it tasted like a big old tube of pennies that's been sitting in the back of a truck for 15 years, bro. I said, bro, why? I said, you a robot or something, man? I said, this, bro, it tastes like pennies, man. It's like metal. It tastes like metal, man. Like, bro, I said, this is my first. I said, I was betting there. I don't want betting there. Now in my head, I said, so in the moment I did that, I backed up. I was like, and she see my face. She's like, yo, what's wrong? Everything okay? I said, nah. She asked me to do a stink. I said, nah, you good. I said, you don't stick or nothing. But she said, why you making that face? I said, it just didn't taste like how I planned it to. I said, it just didn't taste like I expected. I was planning it for it to taste. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, extrovert, what did you do after the fact? After you tasted it? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I still went to work. I tasted it. Said, let's do it. Went in there, mouthing that junk, licking it, rubbing the clit, licking the clit, everything you can think of on that, bro. Licking all that, eating that junk out, bro. She said, "Oh," and she had my head like squeezing my drum, and just, I said, all right. Now I couldn't breathe. Now she came to the point I couldn't breathe. I was tapping her leg, and she tried. I think she tried to cut me, but she wouldn't let me go. I said, hey, and I just pushed her. I'm like, hey, I said, hey, but not nothing like that, nothing like for you, nothing like that. I couldn't breathe. I had to push off. I'm like, hey, what you doing? She said, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to stop. I'm sorry. I said, well, why are you apologizing? I said, well, I understand why you apologize, but why are you apologizing like you just shot me or something? And then why not? And then she said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry for apologizing too much. I said, whatever, you good. I continue eating it. Now, she did cream in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was low key upset. I low key was tight. Cause I ain't want all that in my mouth at the time. I ain't want all that, man. It low key blew me. I'm not even about to sit here in front. I'm not even about to sit here and cap, man. That just low key blew me. But I didn't say nothing. I went about my business. I waited after the whole movie, and that's gonna lead me to another story time I'm gonna have posted up, posted on the channel. After this video, I'm gonna get a little sneak peek about the story time when I first got here. Wait, do I got a video on the channel already? I don't think I do. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pause this real quick to make sure. Hold on. Edit this out. Nah, I ain't gonna pause it. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna pause it. Let me see. Go to my story times. I'm not gonna take long. Get out of class. Oh, by the way, y'all go watch my story times too. By the way, I'll go watch them. I do not think I have a video of that. Thought I was younger here. That's a younger, skinnier hair. No, I don't. I do not have a story time on my first time getting hit. Nope. So that's gonna be the next video. But anyway, y'all boys comment, like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Follow me on my socials on the screen. Links to them be down in the description below. Love y'all boys, man. Peace.